Welcome to my channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most exciting hypothetical matchups in modern football, a blockbuster UEFA Champions League 2026 final between two of Europe's most electrifying teams, Paris Saint-Germain versus Arsenal. This is more than just a final, it's a clash of philosophies, a battle of rising dynasties, and possibly a defining moment for a new era of football. The road to the final. To understand how massive this matchup is, we need to look at the journey both teams might take to reach this stage. PSG's journey, from superstars to system. Paris Saint-Germain has spent over a decade chasing Champions League glory. After years of relying on superstar power, the club has gradually transitioned into a more balanced, system-oriented team. By 2026, PSG could very well be a fully cohesive unit, rather than just a collection of big names. Their road to the final would likely include dominating the group stage with attacking flair, surviving a tough round of 16 clash against a defensive giant, overcoming a tactical masterclass in the quarterfinals, winning a dramatic semifinal, possibly filled with goals and controversy. PSG's evolution lies in their ability to blend youth with experience. The new generation, supported by smart tactical coaching, could finally unlock the consistency they've been missing in Europe. Arsenal's journey. The rise of a new giant. Arsenal's return to European dominance has been one of football's most compelling stories. After years of rebuilding, they have transformed into one of the most tactically intelligent and exciting teams in the world. Their potential path to the final might include controlling games with possession-based dominance in the group stage, outclassing opponents with high pressing in knockout rounds, winning a tactical chess match in the quarterfinals, producing a statement performance in the semifinals. By 2026, Arsenal could be at the peak of their project, a team that combines youthful energy, technical brilliance, and tactical discipline. Tactical breakdown. This final wouldn't just be about players, it would be about ideas. PSG style, fluid attack and explosive transitions. PSG is likely to focus on quick transitions from defense to attack, exploiting wide areas with pace, individual brilliance in the final third, high-risk, high-reward attacking football. They thrive in chaos. When the game becomes open and unpredictable, PSG becomes incredibly dangerous. Arsenal's style, control and precision. Arsenal, on the other hand, would aim to dominate possession, control tempo with short, precise passing, use positional play to break defensive lines, press aggressively to win the ball back quickly. Their strength lies in structure. Arsenal doesn't rely on moments. They create patterns that lead to goals. Key battles on the pitch. Midfield war. This is where the game could be decided. PSG's dynamic midfield would look to disrupt Arsenal's rhythm. Arsenal's midfield would aim to control the game and dictate pace. If Arsenal wins the midfield battle, they control the match. If PSG disrupts it, the game becomes chaotic, and that favors them. Attack versus defense. PSG's attackers bring unpredictability and flair. Arsenal's defense brings organization and discipline. Can Arsenal's structured defense handle PSG's explosive creativity? The wings. Both teams rely heavily on wide play. PSG uses pace and dribbling. Arsenal uses overlapping runs and positional rotations. Whoever dominates the wings could create the decisive moments. Psychological factors. Finals aren't just about tactics, they're about mentality. PSG's pressure. PSG carries the weight of expectation. For years, they've been chasing Champions League success. By 2026, the pressure to finally win it could be enormous. Will they rise to the occasion, or will history repeat itself? Arsenal's momentum. Arsenal, meanwhile, might enter the final with confidence and belief. A young squad with hunger. A team that has grown together. Less historical pressure compared to PSG. Sometimes, belief can be more powerful than experience. Possible lineups. Hypothetical. PSG. Goalkeeper, a modern sweeper keeper. Defense, fast attacking fullbacks. Midfield, a mix of physicality and creativity. Attack, explosive forwards capable of individual brilliance. Arsenal, goalkeeper, calm and composed under pressure. Defense, technically strong and tactically disciplined. Midfield, intelligent, controlling, and creative. Attack, fluid front line with constant movement. Key players to watch. PSG, a world-class forward capable of changing the game in seconds. A creative midfielder who dictates attacking play. A defender who can handle high-pressure situations. Arsenal, a playmaker who controls the tempo. A striker with clinical finishing. A young star who thrives in big moments. Match scenarios. Scenario 1. PSG dominates early. If PSG scores early, the game opens up. Arsenal is forced to attack. PSG can exploit space with counterattacks. This scenario favors PSG heavily. Scenario 2. Arsenal controls possession. If Arsenal dictates the tempo, PSG struggles to find rhythm. Arsenal creates chances through structured play. The game becomes slow and controlled. This scenario favors Arsenal. Scenario 3. A tight tactical battle. Few chances. High tension. Decided by a single moment of brilliance or mistake. This is the most likely scenario for a final. The decisive factors. 1. Efficiency in front of goal. Finals are often decided by who takes their chances. 2. Defensive discipline. One mistake can cost everything. 3. Mental strength. Handling pressure is crucial. 4. Tactical flexibility. The ability to adapt during the match could be the difference. Prediction time. So, who wins this epic clash? Why PSG could win? More individual match winners. Dangerous in open play. Experience in high-stakes matches. Why Arsenal could win? Superior team structure. Better control of the game. Cohesive system built over years. Final score prediction. This match has all the ingredients for a classic. Goals. Drama. Tactical battles. Individual brilliance. Predicted result. PSG 2-2 Arsenal. Arsenal wins on penalties. Why? Because finals often come down to the smallest margins, and Arsenal's composure and structure might just give them the edge in the most intense moments. What this final means for football. If this matchup happens, it could symbolize a shift in European football. The evolution of PSG, from star power to team identity. The completion of Arsenal's long-term project. A new generation taking over the Champions League. This wouldn't just be a final. It would be a statement about the future of the game. Final thoughts. A PSG versus Arsenal Champions League final in 2026 would be a dream for football fans around the world. It's the perfect blend of flair versus structure, chaos versus control, individual brilliance versus collective strength. No matter who wins, one thing is certain. Football would be the real winner. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep analysis, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more football content. Let me know your prediction in the comments. Who do you think will win the 2026 Champions League final? See you in the next video. Soccer ball fire.